Introduction of Cry at Balintawak o Pugadlawin. The Cry of Balintawak or Pugadlawin is a significant event in Philippine history that marks the beginning of the Philippine Revolution against Spanish colonial rule. This event occurred on August 23, 1896 in Balintawak, now known as Caloocan City, and Pugadlawin, now known as Quezon City. Historical background. Before the Cry of Balintawak or Pugadlawin, the Philippines was under Spanish colonial rule for over 300 years. The Spanish government controlled the Philippines through its elite social class, and the majority of the Filipinos were marginalized and oppressed.
Propaganda movement. During the late 19th century, a group of Filipinos known as the propaganda movement emerged. This group was composed of educated Filipinos who sought reforms from the Spanish government. They believed that Filipinos should be given equal rights and opportunities as Spanish citizens. The Katipunan. In 1892, Andres Bonifacio founded the Katipunan, a secret society that aimed to overthrow the Spanish government and establish a Philippine Republic. The Katipunan's membership grew rapidly, and it became a significant force in Filipino society.
The discovery of the Katipunan on August 19, 1896, a Spanish prior discovered the Katipunan's existence, which led to the arrest and execution of several Katipunan leaders. The discovery also prompted the Katipunan to launch the Philippine Revolution. The Cry of Balintawak on August 23, 1896, Andres Bonifacio and a group of Katipunan members marched to the Spanish barrack in Balintawak and Pugadlawin. They tore their cedulas or tax certificates, which symbolized their allegiance to the Spanish government. Bonifacio then declared the start of the Philippines Revolution, shouting, "Long live the Philippines, down with Spain."
After the Cry of Balintawak sparked the Philippine Revolution, which lasted for 3 years. The Katipunan's military arm, the Magdalo and Magdiwang factions, engaged in several battles against the Spanish government. The revolution ultimately led to the Philippine Declaration of Independence on June 12, 1898. Significance of the Cry of Balintawak. The Cry of Balintawak was a significant event because it marked the beginning of the Philippine Revolution. It showed that the Filipinos were willing to fight for their independence and freedom from Spanish colonial rule. The Battle of Pinaglabanan. After the Cry of Balintawak, the Katipunan members began to organize themselves into an army. On August 30, 1896, they engaged in the Spanish troops in the Battle of Pinaglabanan, which resulted in a victory for the Filipinos. The battle boosted the morale of the revolutionaries and inspired more Filipinos to join the cause.
Andres Bonifacio played a crucial role in the Philippine Revolution as the founder and leader of the Katipunan. He was known as the father of the Philippine Revolution and was respected by the members of the Katipunan for his bravery and leadership. Bonifacio's leadership, however, was challenged by Emilio Aguinaldo, another revolutionary leader, which led to a split in the revolutionary movement. Legacy of the Cry of Balintawak. The Cry of Balintawak remains a symbol of the Filipino people's courage and resilience. It is celebrated every August 23 as a national holiday known as Araw ng Mga Bayani or National Heroes Day. The Cry of Balintawak or Pugadlawin played a significant role in the Philippine history. It marked the beginning of the Philippine Revolution, which ultimately led to the country's independence. The event's legacy continues to inspire and remind the Filipino people of their history and the sacrifices made by their ancestors to achieve their freedom.